Hello and welcome to this short presentation regarding the topic of my PhD. It's about plant-based molecular communication. I would like to start with a short story. A short story about a small tree in a big forest in Austria. Our small tree is living a happy life when suddenly, one day, some bark beetles, like this one here, are drilling small holes through the bark of our tree. In order to defend itself against the bark beetles, our small tree has to produce resin. On the next day, our small tree recognizes that it is too late. There are too many bark beetles and our small tree doesn't have enough time to produce resin against the bark beetles. Our small tree eventually will die soon. However, it has a secret weapon against the bark beetles. It's molecular communication. Our small tree can produce signal molecules in order to inform the neighboring trees about the upcoming infestation. The neighboring trees now have enough time to produce enough resin in advance. And now they have a much higher probability of survival. In Austria, we have a very big problem with bark beetles. 50% of our landmass is covered in forests. And due to very hot summers and much longer drought periods in the past years, our forests don't have enough water to produce resin in order to defend themselves sufficiently against the bark beetles. As a consequence, it's very easy for the bark beetles to reproduce and infest a lot of trees. To protect our forests, foresters have to detect the sick trees. They have to cut them down immediately and remove them from the forest as fast as possible. If they react too late, then it is too late, because then bark beetles are able to reproduce and infest even more trees, which then also have to be cut down. Here we can take advantage of the molecular communication links among the trees from the story from before. We can intercept these communication links by detecting the signal molecules emitted by the sick trees. With this information we can build early warning systems. These early warning systems can then be used by the foresters to detect the sick trees much faster and fight the bark beetles much more effectively. This concept can also be used in agriculture. In agriculture, insect infestation can cause severe damages to entire ecosystems and also to the farmers. Also here, early warning systems would be very helpful for farmers to protect themselves against upcoming infestations. Also here we could use and intercept existing molecular communication links between the crops to build these early warning systems. I would really like to contribute in the future to these topics and I think it would be a very promising research topic. Thank you very much for your attention.